I remember years ago, I was cleaning out some books in my collection, and I ran across a book I received over 20 years ago, maybe about 25 years ago. And the guy was teaching the same thing that I'm teaching right now. I got the book. I didn't do anything with the book. I didn't quite understand what the man, I heard it sounded good. See, some of you feeling the same way. It sounds good. And I went home, and that didn't change me a bit. Didn't change me a bit. Here I am years later and said, gosh, I had all this revelation in front of me and I didn't know how to handle it. So all those foundational scriptures I just shared with you is telling you, showing you how to handle it. I didn't know that back then. I didn't have anybody to teach me this, how to go about understanding these things that these wealthy people are talking about, how they become wealthy, how they got their money, how they got their business. I didn't understand how that. Okay, I'm preaching the gospel, but watch this. But there was so much more in the gospel that I was preaching that I wasn't preaching. I couldn't see how God was teaching us how to become wealthy. I saw all the other stuff, forgiveness and the power and the authority and casting demons out. I did all of that, but for some reason, I couldn't see in the Bible where I could walk in financial prosperity, a financial independence. You know why? Because I didn't understand it. It's always there. The Bible, this book right here, depends on which way your mind goes. It'll pick out all those things in the Bible. Now, I can read this Bible, and just about everything I read comes out in your thinking. Every time I look, oh, that's your thinking. Why? I spend more time over there. See, I gave myself entirely to it. And my progress became evident because everything I talk about and teach in the Bible is about thinking, because that's the way I see it. Well, I found out, thank God I found out that all I got to do is get the scriptures pertaining to the finances, and all of a sudden I'll see where I can become wealthy. Because what? My mind, my inside eyes can pick it up real quickly. This is what's happening to the church today. This is why large portion of the church body and the churches are poor. You hear a good message about salvation, forgiveness, the power and authority and all of and grace and all of that, but most pastors are reluctant to teach on finances. And Jesus talked about finances a lot in the Bible, but we don't see it the way God is teaching us. How can I'm asking, how he say, I've given you power to get wealth, that he may establish his covenant here on this earth. How do you think he's going to show you? It's in the Word. It's in the Word.